Hey everybody, this is Miss Jackson Smith for second grade math. I've been having so much fun with you guys learning with these YouTube videos this week, and I've just been so impressed with all of your hard work. I just wanted to say that at the beginning because I know that this has been a little bit different from usual, but I'm just so excited about how hard you've been working, and I'm excited to do this video today. So again, second grade math is going to be in two videos for Friday. This first one is going to be multiplication and addition and subtraction, and then we're going to see how we solved that problem from yesterday. And then the second video is going to be moving into some new types of things to work on. So for this video, you're just going to need a piece of paper and something to write with. First off, we're going to start with our multiplication. Today in multiplication, we're going to put all of the things we've been doing together, and we're going to do a quick little quiz. So we're going to do multiplying by 0, multiplying by 1, multiplying by 5, and multiplying by 10. So I'm going to show you 4 problems to start with, and kind of the different rules for multiplying those problems. And then you're going to try some problems on your own, and we're going to check our work together. So let's get started. So, in this first problem, we have 3 times 0. I wonder if you guys remember what our rule for zeros is. Anything that we multiply by 0 the product is going to be 0. So 3 times 0 is 0. The next one says 3 times 1, so 3 groups of 1. What's our rule for multiplying by 1s? I remember it's that if I multiply by 1, the product is going to be the value of the other factor. So I multiplied 3 times 1, so it's going to be 3. All right, 3 times 5. If we're multiplying by 5s, we're just going to skip count by 5s. That's super easy. So 5 3 times. Let's see. We've got 5, 10, that's 1, 2, 15. So we've got 15 here. And 3 times 10, we're just going to skip count by 10. So we've got 10, 20, 30. So it's 3 times 10 is going to be 30. All right, go ahead and pause the video. Try these on your own, and then when you are ready to find out the answers with me, press play. All right, I'm going to trust that you did all of those on your own, okay? And now I'm just showing you the answers. So get your pencil ready to give yourself smiley faces, check marks, stars, whatever you like. All right, here we go. I'm going to go quick. 4 times 5 is 20. 2 times 1 is 2. 0 times 9 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. I'm going to look around and see those other 0 ones. 5 times 0, that's 0. And 1 times 8, that's 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 1 is 10. 10 times 4 is 40. 6 times 5 is 30. 2 times 10 is 20. And 13 times 1 is 13. Whoa. Everybody just count up how many you got right, fix the ones that you made mistakes on, and next week we can keep practicing this again. All right, time to add and subtract. We've sung our songs a lot this week, and so today we're going to take a break from singing those songs, and we're just going to work on 2 addition problems. The thing that's different in these addition problems, which you're going to see soon, is that instead of having 2 add-ins, we're going to have 3 add-ins. We've done this a little bit in second grade, but you might not remember it, so that's kind of why we're practicing it today. The thing when we see 3 add-ins is it looks a little scary because it just doesn't look normal, but I know that because of how much we've been practicing regrouping, you guys actually have the skills and strategies to solve these problems on your own. I'm going to show you the first one, and then I want you to try the second one on your own. Here we go. So I'm going to start off just like normal. I'm going to look in the ones place and see what numbers I have. I have 6, 2, and 5. So I'm adding 6 plus 2 plus 5 together. And there's a lot of different ways to do this. I'm just going to show you one way. I see 6 plus 2. I know that that's 8. So I know that I do have 6 plus 2, but I can think about 6 plus 2 as being the same as 8. That's going to make it easier to solve in my mind. So I've got 8 plus 5. All right, so I know 8 plus 5 is 13. So 6 plus 2 plus 5 is 13. Remember 13, we've got a sneaky 10 in there, so we're going to write 3 1s, 1 10. All right, pretty normal. now we're going to just do our adding in our tens place. So we've got 3 10s, 4 10s, 1 10, and one more 10. Now that seems like a lot to keep in my mind, so I'm just going to make a group to make it a little smaller. 3 10s plus 4 10s, that's 7 10s. All right? So now I have 7 plus 1 plus 1. That's a lot easier to think about. So 7 plus 1 plus 1, 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 more is 9, so I've got 9 10s. So my total is 93. All right, I want you to pause the video, go ahead and try this one on your own, and then I wonder if we grouped them the same way. Let's see. All right, my turn now. We've got 9 plus 7 plus 3. Whenever I see something that I know makes 10, I'm going to group those numbers. So I know that 7 and 3 is 10. So instead of adding 7 and 9 first, what I like to do is just make a group of 10. So I know that 7 plus 3 is 10. So I'm just going to pretend that I have 10 there instead. 10 plus 9, that's super easy. 10 plus 9 is just 19. So that's 9 ones and 1 10. All right, when I look at the next problem, there's a lot of different ways I could do it when I'm looking in the tens place. I've got 4 10s plus 1 10 plus 8 10s plus 1 10. Over here, down here, I'm going to just take a little bit of extra space to write this horizontally. So 4 plus 1 plus 8 plus 1. I'm going to look over here at my biggest number, which is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 1 more is 10. So I'm going to say all of these together is a 10. And that leaves just 4. So 4 plus 10, that made it a lot easier. 4 plus 10 is 14. So I'd have 4 10s here and 100. All right, I'm excited to do more of these 3 add-on problems with you next week. They're a little tricky, but they weren't so bad. Last thing to do in this video is for me to reveal to you guys how I solved that problem about is it a fair trade or not. So that problem was with Q1 and Harlem, and I went ahead and drew out all the coins and did my skip counting. So let's take a look here. For Q1, I drew out his 1 quarter, 7 nickels, and 4 pennies. And I had to make sure to do that in order so it would be easiest to skip count. I wrote my skip counting underneath, and we got to 64 cents. So Q1 had 64 cents. Harlem had 2 quarters, 1 dime, and 4 pennies. But it turned out that even though that was less coins, it was worth the same amount of money. So what I would say is yes, it is a fair trade. You guys might have solved it a little bit differently, but the most important thing is that you got that they had the same amount of money, which was 64 cents. So that was a pretty tricky problem, but I'm really excited to do a couple more coin problems today. So go to part 2 of the math videos for today to work on some different coin problems. We're not going to be working on fair trades anymore. We're going to be working on something different. So I'm excited for you to see what it is. See you guys in the next video.